The ISTJ personality type is quite common. It is 11.6% of the total population. However, it is composed mostly of men. 16.4% of the population are men, while 6.9% are female. This particular personality type tends to use as their dominant function sensing, but it's introverted, which means that it doesn't tend to be shown very often. Sensing is the ability to rely a lot on data. They're going to take in a lot of facts and a lot of data. But their extroverted preference is thinking. So when we look at their personality type, we want to see that they are extremely idealistic. They are very logical, and they want to be able to see what is going to be done regardless of distractions. They take pleasure in making things very orderly and organized. They want to have great value, and they are curious, and they want to have traditions within their home. When we move on to look at other details of their characteristics, remember that they have a profound respect for facts. They love that. Now remember, that's part of that sensing, but it's going to be introverted. So people don't tend to be able to see it, which means that it's very internal. However, remember that they have an incredible storehouse of information within themselves. They're going to be practical, sensible, realistic, and even systematic. However, they do use thinking in their decision making, which means an objective, logical approach. So they tend to be analytical and even responsible. Some people tend to think that they're detached. The ISTJs tend to have a very clear and steadfast in their opinions because they arrive at them with very logical criteria that's based on their experience and their knowledge. At their very best, they have a strong sense of responsibility and loyalty to families, organizations, people, any relationships in their life, and they're going to move forward in their life with a steady energy to fulfill all of their commitments, especially on time. They are going to go to any trouble that it takes in order to complete things, especially once they've given their word. They generally prefer to work alone, and they like to be accountable for their own results. However, they can work in teams if it's necessary. They are competent and responsible, and they're going to respect others who are also competent, responsible, and trustworthy. When they are stressed, however, they really tend to get caught in a rut, and they're going to become obsessed over details and really rehearse those same details over and over again. They may lose a lack of common sense, and they are going to see their world in the present and the future as very pessimistic or negative. They are also going to struggle sometimes with being overwhelmed and confused. This is really going to be something that drives them crazy because they need to be able to organize, and they are going to get stuck in a way that they need to organize obsessively everything in their environment. And they're going to cling to traditions and insist that everything be done by the rules. Other people may really tend to see the ISTJ as being sociable, but that's only going to be when they are comfortable in the role that they have. So they generally are not going to share all of their wonderful facts and data and their great reservoir of information, except for people that they really trust, their close friends, close colleagues. They are instead going to demonstrate that extroverted auxiliary function of thinking, and that's what people are going to see the most of. Their standards, judgments, structure, schedules. However, they can have an incredible sense of humor. It's hard for an ISTJ to really see other people and their needs that are different from their own, but they will go to great lengths to meet other people's needs when they do understand them. So the ISTJ is calm, reserved, serious, consistent, orderly, and values traditions.